안녕하십니까? 저는 팀입니다. Hello, my name is Tim. I was fortuitous to go to Korea back in 1995 as a foreign exchange student. I attended Yonsei University, where I studied Hangul and business. For my first 2 years in Korea, I lived with a Korean family. Almost immediately after my arrival in Korea, I fell in love with the culture and the people. My Korean family feels like a real family to me, and I miss them tremendously. For me, returning to Korea will be similar to maybe you returning to your hometown after being away for a long time. I love Korea, I love the people, and I miss my Korean family and friends a lot. After 2 years of studying at Yonsei, I completed my coursework and I went to play basketball for the Korean Basketball League for about half a season. I'm a very tall man. I'm about 208 centimeters tall. I played for the Suwon Samsung Thunders for about half a season. However, a little while after that, starting to play with them, I was offered to work as an entertainer, working and appearing in sitcoms, dramas, documentaries, and movies. I worked for all the major TV companies, KBS, SBS, and NBC. I worked as a extra or as a main character depending on what was needed for me at the time. While I was doing that, I was also started getting involved in music, most commonly known to everybody as K-pop. I was writing English lyrics and raps for some very well-known K-pop artists and groups of the time. When I wasn't entertaining, I worked part-time as an English teacher. I had done some private tutoring. I worked at Hagwons. I also taught business English to executives at Hyundai Motors and the CEO of La Costa. I prefer to work with children elementary age of around 3rd grade and higher through university and of course adults. I eventually decided to return to the United States. I returned in October 2002, just after the World Cup, to pursue my lifelong dream of becoming a police officer and eventually finishing my bachelor's degree. I have since fulfilled my dreams and am now working online towards a master's degree in education and technology. I feel that with my experiences, I could benefit any school or institution. I have a vast amount of knowledge and personal experiences combined with my ability to speak, read, and write Korean, not as fluently as I used to, but fairly well. And I feel that would be beneficial to almost any classroom. In my free time, I enjoy scuba diving, reading, and learning about history. There are so many historical places in Korea, stuff that I didn't have a chance to visit when I was there before because I was too busy, or it never really occurred to me that I should go to those places. But now I'm very eager to come back to Korea to get as much learning in as possible and enjoy the people and the culture and the country as much as I possibly can. For me, if I return to Korea, it's going to be permanently. I don't plan on ever moving away because I love it there so much. So I really honestly can't see myself living anywhere else. But if given the opportunity, I'd love to work with you or your school. I also really want to work on my Korean. I've lost a lot of the skills that I had when I left. It's been now almost 12 years, a little over 12 years. And I don't speak, read, and write as good as I used to when I lived in Korea. But I'm sure within a few months of coming back to Korea that I will pick it up fairly quickly. So I look forward to meeting you, working for you or your school. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.